Okay, I wanted to share some really exciting things that I've found on Carnivore. And so this video is all about the superhuman qualities that you develop on Carnivore. And actually what you find out is they're just human qualities. They're just human qualities to look really good and to have healthy hair and to have healthy skin and to be able to function with not that much sleep, to not crave caffeine, to not crave sugar, to go for long walks at a time. And so really, I find it so reassuring because the Bible talks about this in certain verses about our superpowers that as we get closer to God. And so I think that Carnivore is in alignment with that, as they say, but those who wait upon the Lord shall rise up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not be faint. Guys, if you have never understood the message of that verse, you are going to fully understand it with Carnivore. Not at first, because it's going to be very painful. But when you get to the light at the end of the tunnel and you start to feel good, you can walk and not be faint. You have limitless amounts of energy. I slept for probably 6 to 5 hours last night because I just couldn't get to bed. And 6 o'clock rolled by, and before I've had 4:30 roll by, and I just spring up and I'm ready to go. And so I don't lose that energy. I don't have a drop off of energy about 3, especially because I don't eat breakfast anymore. And that is an amazing way that you can start intermittent fasting as well as just an intro to fasting, because this breakfast, actually your body is taking all of this energy and it has to digest it. And many people have hypothesized, and this is well documented, that they've tried to cover up, and since the 50s and even before that and in the 1900s and stuff, is that they said that when you're digesting that food, then it can't go to your brain. And so what you feel when you're fasting, like especially longer periods of time, is that now your body isn't consumed with digesting all that food, and all that energy shoots right up to your brain, and you have amazing mental clarity. And don't believe me, if you don't believe me, take a photo on the first day of your fast, if it's 1 day, 2 day, or whatever, then take a photo on the next day. I can guarantee you that the whites in your eyes, I finished a 48-hour fast yesterday, and I just noticed immediately that the whites in your eyes are so bright. And it's so unnoticeable in every day, because when we're on the diseased path in life, it slowly is killing us, and you lose the light in your eyes, and you don't even fake it. Like, I'm not faking it. It's just my eyes are completely alive, and my body is metabolizing the sun, and I'm very tan, and my hair has gotten blonder and more curlier and healthier. And I don't use shampoo or conditioner. Occasionally I just wash my hair with eggs. And it's crazy, guys, but all of these things are, and look, if you don't believe me either, go back into the history books, go to the 50s, go to the 1900s, and look at people's eyes and look at their faces. Like, are their faces really puffy like they are today? No, they're very narrow. They're very narrow and slender. Their shoulders are very narrow. And look at the whites of their eyes. Look at the pictures of the grandparents that you have at home, and test me to see if you can see the whites in their eyes. And also the ring around your eyes, I don't even know what it's called, but, and actually it's funny enough, is that if this is darker, the outer ring in your eyes, it makes you more attractive to people. So you're going to attract people in your life. And Carnivore and fasting, when you start to heal and your metabolism gets up, that ring around your eyes is going to be darker. It's going to be darker. And I know, it's crazy. It's I didn't believe it either, but that's just what's going to happen. And is it no wonder that, in the 50s and the 80s and everything basically before the 70s, when all of this stuff was happening, where lawmakers decided that they were just gonna poison our food for the benefit of corporate greed. But we'll get into that in other videos, I'm sure. But yeah, go back to those times, when we were building churches and giant catacombs and the Eiffel Tower and and building buildings with steel and working on the railroads and stuff. And it's because that's what our ability is as humans, and we've lost touch of that. And go back and see what they looked like and see if they had these amazing accomplishments that we consider to be so foreign to us today. We've lost touch of what it means to be human, and that was just the standard, was amazing, and building giant churches and mosques and stuff and just amazing art. It was just so profitable, and that's what happens when we're healthy. That's what happens when we're healthy, because humans are capable of doing that. And I swear to you guys, when you go on this journey, especially when fasting, just inspiration is going to come to you, whether you're doing stuff for creativity or I just think about God and philosophize about God, and just certain insights start kind of coming to me. And maybe that's the Holy Spirit, maybe the Holy Spirit can work through you better as a result of fasting. But you're just gonna feel so inspired, and you're gonna feel like how all of the philosophers that you've read who are pondering about the world and stuff like that, you're gonna have those same realizations, and you're gonna think I can apply this to math, and I can write this, and how all those philosophers did. They had theories, and then they went and tested those theories, and they had the energy and the time to go do it. But when you are eating the shit food that's out there, then you're not gonna have the energy to go do those things, and you're just gonna have the energy to watch TV and obey the masters of the world, which is what they want you to do. Because when you start breaking out and start to have this energy, well, that means less, money for them, and it means more love in the world and more spreading of Christ and whatnot, all that good stuff. And you realize that you're not dependent on them at all, and you can go out and create instead of obeying. And so, yeah, guys, I'm so excited about this and want to share this message. And please just share in the comments if you have some of these abilities that are superhuman quality, but really are just human quality. Because we were made in God's image, and we're all amazing. It's just that the masters out there have designed a plan in order to take our DNA, take our energy, take all of the things that God gave us, and use it for their own profit and to propel the machine forward. And so, I know, it sounds crazy. I didn't believe it either. But the more that you go on this journey, the more it makes sense and kind of insights come to you. So, yeah, guys, that's all for today. Thank you guys for watching. I'll keep making videos. I'll keep sharing the story, and go out there and spread the message and share this with other people so that we can spread this message of love, positivity, kindness, gratitude. Thank you, guys.